begin preparations. The tools they will use, their bows, arrows, and spears, are crafted with a level of artistry that speaks to their knowledge of the natural world. Each step inside the ancient rhythms of life with the Hadzabe Bushmen, one of Africa's last true hunter-gatherer tribes, as they begin their day the way their ancestors did thousands of years ago. As the first light of dawn touches the vast landscapes of northern Tanzania, the Hadzabe wake to the sounds of nature, birds calling, the rustle of wind through the trees, and the stirrings of wildlife in the distance. With no clocks or alarms, they rise with the sun, moving in harmony with the natural world around them. The men prepare for the hunt. Armed with handmade bows and carefully crafted poison-tipped arrows, they set out into the wild, barefoot and alert. Every sound, footprint, and broken twig tells a story. The hunt is not just about food, it's about skill, knowledge, and respect for the animals they pursue. At the same time, the Hadzabe women and children take to the bush foraging for wild fruits, tubers, honey, and medicinal plants. With incredible knowledge passed down through generations, they dig, climb, and explore, identifying edible roots, nutritious berries, and valuable herbs that support both nourishment and healing. As the morning unfolds, the hunters return, sometimes with birds, small antelope, or even monkeys. The group gathers to prepare a meal the traditional way, using no modern tools or ingredients. A fire is kindled with sticks, meat is cleaned and roasted on open flames, and wild okra or greens are added to simmering pots made from clay or metal. The scent of the cooking fills the air, rich, smoky, and mouth-watering. Everyone gathers together to eat, sitting in circles, laughing, sharing stories, and giving thanks for the day's blessings. In this moment, there is no rush, just connection, community, and survival rooted in tradition. This isn't just about food. It's about life, culture, identity, and deep human resilience. Watching the Hadzabe live, hunt, cook, and eat is like looking through a window into a world unchanged by time. Their lifestyle teaches us about respect, for nature, for food, and for each other. Come witness the full cycle of bush life, from the thrill of the hunt to the joy of the feast. This is not just a video, it's a journey back to our roots. Carved from a local tree, selected for its strength and flexibility. The shafts of the arrows are carefully measured, while the tips are sharpened and poisoned with extracts from local plants known for their lethal potency. The fletching of the arrows, often made from feathers or plant fibers, is attached with precision to ensure accuracy during the hunt. The poison, which is derived from the sap of certain trees and shrubs, is an ancient secret passed down through generations, a testament to the deep knowledge the Hadzabe have of their environment and its resources. The actual hunt is a testament to the skill and expertise of the Hadzabe. Moving through the savannah, they navigate the land with a remarkable ability to remain silent and undetected by their prey. They are deeply attuned to the sounds of the environment, the rustling of the wind through the grasses, the calls of birds, the subtle shifts in the landscape. Their eyes scan the ground, reading the tracks left by animals, following the footprints with a practiced ease that allows them to track game across miles of open land. They do not hunt in haste but with patience, respecting the animals and waiting for the right moment to strike. It is an exercise in stealth, timing, and deep knowledge of animal behavior. Once a hunter has successfully tracked and identified an animal, the approach becomes a delicate balance of precision and quiet determination. The hunter moves closer, knowing that one wrong step could send the prey running, lost forever. With the bow drawn and the arrow poised, the hunter waits for the perfect moment. When the animal is within range, the arrow is released with speed and accuracy, and the animal's life is taken swiftly and respectfully. The Hadzabe's respect for the animals extends beyond the kill. They take only what they need, ensuring that the balance of life in the savannah is not disrupted. As the day wears on and the hunt concludes, the spoils are brought back to the village. The return of the hunters is greeted with quiet celebration, not in the form of loud accolades, but through the unspoken understanding that the hunt has provided sustenance for the community. The work of preparing the meat is just as important as the hunt itself. Women and children play a crucial role in this part of the process. The meat is carefully divided, and pieces are seasoned with wild herbs and spices gathered from the surrounding landscape. These herbs, often overlooked by outsiders, are an essential part of the Hadzabe's culinary. From hunt to feast, how the Hadzabe Bushmen survive and thrive in nature. Hidden deep within the wild landscapes of Tanzania, away from the noise and speed of the modern world, the Hadzabe Bushmen live much as their ancestors have for tens of thousands of years. They are among the last true hunter-gatherers on Earth, a living testament to humanity's ancient roots. In this powerful journey, we follow the Hadzabe through a full day, from the first glow of sunrise to the closing embers of the evening fire, witnessing how they hunt, gather, cook, and celebrate life with extraordinary resilience, wisdom, and joy. The awakening, life at first light. As dawn cracks up in the sky with hues of gold and red, the Hadzabe awaken not to alarms or schedules, but to the natural rhythms of the earth itself. Birds sing. The cool breeze whispers across the grasslands. A distant animal call signals that the wild is alive and stirring. The Hadzabe men, boys, and elders gather quietly, preparing for the sacred daily task, the hunt. Their weapons are simple but deadly, bows carefully carved from strong branches, arrows tipped with a poison made from desert rose plants, designed for quick, respectful kills. There are no GPS devices, no maps, only deep instinct, ancestral memory, and the stories embedded in every footprint, scent, and shadow. Every hunt is a test of patience, skill, and understanding of the land. Every step they take is guided by generations of unbroken tradition. The gathering, wisdom of the women. While the men move through the bush in search of game, the Hadzabe women, pillars of knowledge and endurance, lead foraging expeditions. Armed with digging sticks and baskets, they scour the landscape for tubers buried deep underground, ripe berries hidden among thorns, and sweet wild honey tucked away in treetop hives guarded by angry bees. Each root unearthed, each fruit picked, each honeycomb found represents deep knowledge of seasons, ecosystems, and survival. The Hadzabe know which plants heal, which nourish, and which protect, wisdom that modern science is only beginning to understand. Their connection to the earth is not casual. It is sacred, intimate, and essential. The homecoming, preparing the feast. After hours of tracking, the hunters return. Sometimes they carry birds, antelope, or warthog, sometimes only the stories of the chase itself, but both success and failure are accepted with humility. What matters most is the spirit of perseverance. Back at camp, fires are sparked using ancient friction techniques, wood against wood, culinary tradition, bringing flavor and health benefits to the meal. Cooking over an open fire, the food is prepared in a communal setting, with each person contributing to the process. As the sun sets and the golden light of the day softens the landscape, the community gathers around the fire to share the meal. It is a moment of connection, between individuals, between families, and between humanity and the land. The sharing of food is more than a practical necessity, it is a vital social and cultural act that strengthens the bonds of kinship and community. The Hadzabe have no written language, but their stories are told through song, dance, and oral tradition. These stories are passed down through generations, serving as a way to preserve their history, their beliefs, and their way of life. For the Hadzabe, survival is not just about sustenance, it is about living in harmony with the environment. Their hunting practices are inherently sustainable. They take only what is necessary, never overhunting or depleting the land's resources. This respect for nature extends to all aspects of their lives. They gather only what they need, leaving enough for the next generation of plants and animals to thrive. Their nomadic lifestyle ensures that they do not exhaust the resources of any one area, allowing the land to recover before they return. This balance between taking and giving back is a fundamental aspect of their relationship with the earth, and it offers a powerful model for sustainable living in the modern world. However, the way of life of patience against resistance, breath against ember. Flames rise, and with them, the transformation of raw nature into nourishing food begins. The meat is roasted simply over open flames or slow-cooked in pots made from scavenged metal or clay. Sometimes wild okra is boiled into stews. Sometimes only meat and fat are savored together, offering vital energy for another day. They're a
Mama ko ay sa si kitambala uma pakikubwa ha ilo limit how any oh pakipi atunka kirane be kai lua ka tulit ele sikoeta amaba be akungulu bi kwa ko
Papi, have you dad?
Mako uchame ko biyeta ma angababe. Kwa kota boko kanaita akutibeko no.
Into the wild, the Hadzabe hunt, cook, and feast on a big baboon with fufu. Deep in the sun-scorched bushland of northern Tanzania, the Hadzabe people rise with the dawn. Among the last true hunter-gatherers in the world, their survival still depends on the land, and today, that means hunting. With handmade bows strung with strong sinew and tipped with poison arrows, a small group of Hadzabe hunters moves silently through the dry grass, led by instinct and sharpened tradition. I scan the land for movement. Then, suddenly, a sign. A troop of baboons is spotted in the distance. The hunters move quickly and efficiently, communicating with subtle gestures and whispers. After a long stalk and a sudden sprint, one arrow finds its mark. The baboon, a powerful and wary animal, is brought down with skill and precision. For the Hadzabe, this is not just meat, it's a rare and hard-earned prize. Back at their camp under the shade of a baobab tree, the women begin preparing the fire. The baboon is carefully skinned and cleaned. Its meat is roasted over open flames and slow-cooked using only natural tools, stones, sticks, fire, and ancestral knowledge. The aroma of wild game fills the air. To accompany the meal, the women prepare fufu, a starchy dough made by pounding foraged tubers like cassava or yam. It's soft, sticky, and perfect for scooping up the savory meat. There's no cutlery, no plates, just hands, laughter, and shared bowls. Everyone eats together, seated on the ground, in a circle of family and community. The baboon meat is smoky, rich, and seasoned only by fire and survival. Dipped in the soft, earthy fufu, it becomes a deeply satisfying meal. For the Hadzabe, this is more than food, it's tradition, unity, and life lived directly from the land. As the meal ends and the sun begins its slow descent, the tribe relaxes, bellies full, hearts light. The hunt, the fire, the food, and the people, all are connected. In this world of dust and roots, silence and song, the Hadzabe continue to live as they always have, wild, free, and full of life. Hadzabe tribe, hunting the wild, cooking with fire, and feasting on fufu. In the dry, rugged lands around Lake Eyasi in northern Tanzania, where the acacia trees sway in the heat and the earth cracks beneath their feet, the Hadzabe tribe live as they have for thousands of years. With no permanent homes, no agriculture, and no modern tools, they survive off the land using ancient knowledge passed down through countless generations. They are one of the last true hunter-gatherer societies on Earth. Today begins like any other, with fire. Smoke curls into the morning sky as the sun rises over the savannah. A group of Hadzabe men, lean and sharp-eyed, gather their tools, handmade bows carved from local wood, arrows tipped with natural poison made from desert rose sap, and slings for carrying their catch. The air is still. Every movement is quiet. They are preparing for a serious hunt, baboon.
Ababi kwa micheka sako okota kaya shiye atoni nako kwa mo wachanda aye kwa shuma kitambala ibale kwa esa mami yesa atoni na giranebe aya obe kitele chota kamba bi matomo ticha ni ako chai keka Samia Tanika
Tani aman, aman. Agak aman. Zibiti.
Ikako Ekala Dani da utuko tinana kwa ba